So to set up this first problem, I want you to think about the way that we would set up a problem similar to this that was done with whole numbers. So if we think of the coefficients that are on this bigger polynomial, a 1, a 6, a 4, and a 5, and the coefficients that are on this polynomial, a 4 and a 9, we can set up a multiplication problem that's similar to this polynomial problem that uses just whole numbers. So think about the first step that you would take if you were multiplying these together. You would be multiplying the 9 times 5, the 9 times 4, the 9 times 6, the 9 times 1, and writing each of those answers below. So we're going to follow that same pattern when we do this polynomial multiplication. So writing x cubed minus 6x squared plus 4x minus 5 and multiplying it by 4x plus 9. You notice I line these up on the right side just like I did over here with my whole numbers, and I've got the constant terms underneath each other and the x terms written underneath each other. And then I'm going to multiply through, just like I did 9 times 5, 9 times 4, 9 times 6. I'm going to be multiplying 9 times negative 5, 9 times 4x, times negative 6x squared, and then times x to the third. So those will give me a negative 45, a positive 36x, a negative 54x squared, and a positive 9x cubed. Then going back to our whole number multiplication, your next step here would be to fill in a 0 before we start writing the 4 times 5, 4, 6, and 1, whose answers go down here. So we're going to do the same process with our polynomial. Put in that placeholder 0, and then multiply the 4x times negative 5 gives us a negative 20x. 4x times 4x is going to give us a positive 16x squared. 4x times 6x squared will give us a negative 24x cubed. And our last term here, 4x times x cubed, is going to give us 4x to the fourth. So looking back over at our whole number example, our next step in this problem would be to take these columns of numbers and add them together. So because we set this up vertically and used this placeholder 0, you'll see that our like terms are already lined up. We've got constants in this far right column, x terms next, x squared terms, x cubed terms, and x to the fourth terms, already ready to go. So our final answer, a negative 45, the 36 take away 20 would leave me with a positive 16x. A negative 54 plus 16 gives me a negative 38x squared. 9x take away 24x cubed gives me a negative 15x cubed. And my 4x to the fourth term didn't have anything to add with it, so I just bring it down.